Rutherford Issues with Brian Barrett on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna. Listen and watch at WGNSradio.com.
Rutherford Issues is brought to you by our friends at Middle Tennessee Electric. Don't miss the 25th Annual Earth Day celebration. It is coming up Saturday, April 18th, 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. It's on the square. Once again, MTE will be providing free hot dogs and popcorn, plus their electric griddle food truck, serving up free gourmet grilled cheese. Don't want to miss this, even if it's just for the free food, but a lot of great hands-on activities for the kids. They're going to have a great time. It's on the square, 10 to 2 on the 18th of April. rcearthday.com online. Springtime always brings a lot of amazing events, and we're going to talk about some of that this morning. Tammy Sharp, Rutherford County School Board member, joins us here today. It's our focus on Rutherford County schools, and not just that, but we hear directly from our school board members. And Tammy, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
It is good to have you here.
Yes.
A lot going on.
Lots going on.
We're battling budgets and
jails
and trying to build schools. And so kind of update us on where you believe we are in this process. I mean, we're trying to get, I guess, enough money in the county coffers to help pay for building a new high school, right?
New high school. And last night we just voted on McFadden, which is one of our oldest schools, and it's in really bad repair. We do maintenance and renovations on it all the time, but it's time to be torn down and just restart.
So this would be a new McFadden?
This would be a new McFadden. And we purchased property around it to give us some more room for parking and egress and ingress for the backside of the property. But I've been over there during dismissal, and they line up all the way down Kings Highway to the Experience Church. I mean, that's how far the parents wait in line. So, it's a good thing, and we're getting a lot of things in the pipeline because even if we built one year and then we renovated the next year some of our oldest schools, we've got 50 something buildings. So it's going to take us another 50 years to address those. Mm-hmm. And they have to be addressed because a lot of, one of the things is the HVACs, they fail. And when they fail, it's $5-10 million, sometimes more, depending on, what they need at that particular school. So
I had heard a lot of things about McFadden, and there is a proposal with this land purchase, I think, to actually turn the front of the building around. It's going to be like on a different street. Is that right? Kinda?
I haven't looked at the plans, but
okay.
They're still working on those. But it's going to be beautiful, and
it would be more kind of in that neighborhood,
yes,
right? It would that extra land would kind of bring that into that neighborhood a little bit more.
That street is it? I forget the name of the street.
I can't remember either.
Burns, something big.
Yeah.
That. When we have tear down those houses, then the parents can go through that street and go through the backside.
Yeah.
And that's going to provide us some more parking. So it will get a lot of them off the street for, drop off and pick up. Because they don't have busing in that area because those children come from, it's one of our choice schools, magnet schools, and they come from all over to go there. So it's time. Yeah. It's time. Listen, and I hate to spend the money over the asking price that we did, but we've got to start addressing our older schools.
Is the McFadden project also alongside building a new high school?
Yes. Okay. So it will somehow go in. It's in our 5-year program, and it will somehow, what we'll start doing is then we'll start looking at plans. We'll start funding the plans for the designs and everything. And then, we'll probably go next year to ask to fund the building
of McFadden.
And McFadden.
So this year the ask is going to be to build a new high school somewhere between, or I guess it's on the Lee Road property.
On the Lee Road property, as you know, there's been an incident there, and so we're told by Jeffrey that is going to go through. They're just waiting for some signatures.
Okay.
So that is still the plan.
but the plan would be to ask this year so then construction can begin, because it's going to take a while for a high school.
It takes about 2 years from start to finish.
Yeah. Okay. That would help alleviate overcrowding. We're at over 2,100 at both of those, Stewart's Creek and Blackman.
Yeah, we really kind of need an elementary too for that area, because Stewart's Creek is still overcrowded, even though we've put Brown's Chapel in and Poplar Hill. That area is just taken off, and as you know, there's more property over there available, a lot more, until you get to the Williamson County line.
So the Blackman and Stewart's Creek high schools, with their population being at 2,100, we've added additions at Oakland and Riverdale that take their enrollment up to what, 2,500 or so?
Probably so.
And
Smyrna and Laverne.
Yeah, so. I guess that's true. Are there plans to maybe look at doing that same thing at Blackman and also at Stewart's Creek? Maybe doing an addition?
They're not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
Let me just say that. Because Blackman, those two schools are two of the largest schools like in the United States. So my concern, and I know the county commissioners want us to build as big as we can, but it's very hard on the staff. It's very hard on security, and it's hard on the kids. Mm-hmm. And that's why, some of our kids love to go to Holloway and some of the other schools that we have, because they're smaller and they're not just a number in there. And listen, I get, we want to build bigger and keep more people in there, but it's the administration and having, that's why, like at Laverne, they have one principal, and then they may have 4 assistant principals,
right,
because each one of those assistant principals takes, they have like a roster of children that they take care of.
A fourth of about 2,500 is a lot of kids.
Yeah, it's a lot of kids. It's a lot of kids. Yeah. So, and it's just, trying to, if something were to occur, trying to get people, that many people out of something, it's difficult. It would be difficult. And I think the parents want to go back to the smaller schools as well.
Probably.
Yeah.
So are we looking to do some rezoning anytime before now in August, or are we done with rezoning?
No, don't say that word.
Don't say that bad word.
Don't say that word.
Okay. I figured they would probably not want to do that.
It's hard on everybody. It's really hard on everybody. And fortunately, our numbers are just a tinge down this year, which I think is just going to give us a little bit of breathing room to kind of get caught up with what we need. We've had 2 RSP came in and they gave us numbers, and then oh my gosh, he does the marketing. Diesel, I forgot his name. He comes in, he does the marketing for the realtors here, and he came in and the numbers were matching up, and he's saying, between now and 2030, y'all are going to need room for like 30 more thousand homes. So that means,
wow.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Isn't there an average of like 2 kids per home or something like that?
They used to do 1.5.
Okay.
So, I'm not sure what they're doing now, but for years we've been talking about the Laverne from Waldron Road to Sam Ridley, the 10,000, 11,000 plus people, and they're starting to come in now. So,
well, even at 1.5, you're looking at 45,000 students.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Jeez.
It's a lot.
Okay. Yeah. When you're building a high school that maybe 2,000 max, Yeah. So
if those numbers hold, we got to get in gear. So
there's definitely a lot with that, and this is an election year, and budgets and talking about any type of increase in funding and that kind of thing. It's not going to happen this year in terms of a tax rate hike or anything.
No, I don't. I'm not. No.
It's just not going to happen, is it?
It's not. And I would like for us, and listen, it's not lost on us that 80% or close to 80% of the budget is spent on the schools. But I said in the our budget retreat that we had at the central office a couple weeks ago, I said we have to educate versus incarcerate. I know that we need a jail, but we have to spend the money on the education. So, not trying to make anyone mad about that, but, the stats are out there.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to get all of that quick stuff in,
Yes.
A little quick jab at a lot of different things. There's so many moving parts with the school board right now, and the closer we get to May and then June, and then having to have a budget done, it really ramps up. But for the remainder of our time, we're going to talk about, and I know you wanted to come on this month because JazzFest is coming up.
Right, May 1st and 2nd.
May 1st, May 2nd. That's a Friday
and
Saturday.
Saturday, yes.
Okay. All right. So kind of introduce our guest here. You have brought a guest alongside to help talk about this and
I have,
something
because
special.
We have partnered with Mr. Brian Sweat, and he is going to tell the big secret that I've been talking about for a week or two now on Facebook, and he's gonna y'all. This is so good. We're so pleased with this. This is so good for our community, and that's what JazzFest has always been about. Is about community and a free event and having everyone come out and just be part of that community. So we're thrilled. We're thrilled to have this event coming with us.
So Brian, welcome.
Thank
Good
you.
to have you. So
Great to be here.
Tell us which organization you're with.
Yeah. So I am with Our Church Ministries, which is a church in Murfreesboro that has a couple different things that we do. And two of those are Mechanics on a Mission, which gives cars to people in need. And then the one that we're here to talk about today is Godspeed, which is an exotic car club and also does body work. Does all the body work for Mechanics on a Mission at no charge, which allows us to help and serve more people. And the big announcement is Godspeed is going to bring out their cars and have a car meet along with the JazzFest, which I know the young people that are there will really enjoy.
Yeah.
Seeing all those exotic cars come out. And, our mission and vision at Godspeed is just to show Christ to the community, in the car community specifically. And so we'll be out there, and Mechanics on a Mission is going to give a car away that night to either a military vet, single mom or dad, a widow, a kid transitioning out of foster care, but somebody in our community that is battling transportation insecurity that doesn't have a vehicle, and we're going to give them that life-changing gift of transportation.
How cool is that? So now, you said, is it Our Church Missions or our?
It's no, it's I have a little bit of an accent there. It's Our Church Ministries.
Okay.
We call it OC for
Ministries.
short.
Okay,
Yeah.
OC.
Yeah.
Got it. I have an accent too, but mine's Leanna. I'm not sure where yours is from. Gosh, there's so many things to unpack here, but this is kind of what you do, right? I mean, that's what the mission is all about, is to making sure those who are in a transportation crisis, maybe even to help alleviate that just one person at a time.
Yeah. Our church meets in a borrowed building, and the reason we did that, we're about 30 people. So the fact that tomorrow we actually celebrate our 200th car giveaway celebration at Monarch Showroom in Franklin is just mind-blowing. Actually, by the time we actually get to celebrate that 200th car giveaway, we'll have given away 233 cars in 3.5 years. And so it's just kind of exploded on us. And a lot of that started through Godspeed and Robert and Wendy, he's the exec director of Godspeed, who started attending our small church. And the reason we wanted to use a borrowed building, if we, a group of 30, 40 people, if we were to build a building, that's all we pay for. And we really wanted to take our money and sow it into the community and show people the love of Jesus in a real and tangible way. And so we meet in a borrowed building, and out of this has grown, like I said, Godspeed, Mechanics on a Mission, and it just continues to grow.
Maybe to keep with the theme of the mission, maybe a bus. You could
We're
buy a bus.
We're gonna have a bus there as well.
Ironically, 15 years ago, I was the head of school at Lighthouse Christian School and Preschool. And we had the building float down the interstate.
Oh yeah,
and we moved that bus, so we have done that. And I could tell you, they built us a 6,000 square foot preschool in 1 week. So maybe you talk to your contractors; they might be able to do it a little quicker than 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah. Well, that
was a really
includes
special
land prep, and everything.
Yeah.
It is Middle Tennessee, rocky, and everything.
2 years is very reasonable.
Yeah.
I just, Extreme Maker had that really special way to get something done in a really crazy short time.
We would love that.
I think the Lord and the flooding helped with your land prep there.
Yeah, exactly.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
In that situation. Boy, that is such a memorable visual of that entire Nashville flooding event, seeing the portable floating down the road or interstate. So, Tammy, how did you come about with finding Brian, or who found you, and how did all of this work out that this could be part of JazzFest?
Listen, I can't say enough about Scott Gravy, the owner of the fountains. He's been so wonderful to Rutherford County schools. I mean, we've hosted events there our teacher of the year last year, and he came to me and said, here's what we're thinking about. And I'm like, hey, I'm all for it, because JazzFest for me has always been about having it in the community and having the community come out regardless if you have kids in the schools or not, because at some point, if you're young, you're going to have kids in the school, either in our charter schools or in our Murfreesboro City schools. And this year we have the pipeline basically from the middle schools to college, because MTSU's jazz band is going to be there, as well as Belmont's jazz ensemble. So we've got it from middle school all the way up to college. So we're thrilled about this, and I think it's going to get a lot of the younger people interested. And of course, with the empathy and looking at people who have been through, diverse situations and coming out of that and making it, is also a lesson, for our kids. But we're thrilled about this. I love, the Fountains venue. It's a beautiful venue, and I'm thankful that we have rain dates and we have backup plans like at Oakland, and we had not had that before, but
we've had to use that rain plan
last year.
Okay.
Yeah,
not the year before. Okay. I knew last year. Yeah.
Yes. Last year. And listen, and the parents still come out, but it doesn't really, the community doesn't come, and so that's really when Main Street said that they weren't going to do it anymore. So we've got, number one, we've got to do it for the kids, because all the other areas of sports or whatever, they have some kind of state that they go to, some kind of something that's at the end of the year. And the kids really look forward to this, because it's the only thing really that's kid friendly that they can practice their professionalism. They can do it all day long in the school and in the auditorium and everything, but we can't take them down to Printer's Alley or something like that for them actually to get the experience. So this gives them the experience of, how things could go wrong, how things could go right, or, just the things that they need to be prepared for life if they're going to be in the music industry. Yeah. So we're thrilled. I love JazzFest, and I hope to continue it for years to come. Somebody's going to have to come in and help me, because I'm getting a little long in the tooth, but hopefully somebody will come in and help me and do that so we can continue it. And I'm working on putting a foundation or a nonprofit together so we can fund it, because it's all volunteers. Let me say this: Scott Kinney and Dr. Lindsay Halford couldn't do it without them either, along with Scott. Because they put the music things together, which I have no idea in doing. I'm probably the only one that moved to Middle Tennessee that did not have aspirations to be in the music business. I moved for banking, the best bank in the world, which was First American, now Pinnacle. So I'm so thankful for them, and it's pretty much volunteer for them as well. Yeah. So, we raise as much money as we can. If anybody wants to send some donations, reach out. We've got several TDK. There's more, and if I try to start naming them all, I'll forget them. But we're just thankful that the community supports this, and we're thrilled with this partnership.
So JazzFest is May 1st and 2nd at the Fountains at Gateway in Murfreesboro. And Brian, just briefly, how did you come up with this as being a great venue to, I guess, exhibit your mission and the mission of all of the organizations that you wear a hat for, it seems?
Godspeed has been partnering with Scott Graby over at the Fountains to do car meets literally the first Friday of every month during the summer. Okay. And so even therefore the big Halloween events that had the 3,000 to 5,000 kids show up, that was us doing that. So it's been really exciting. In fact, the first year we did it, we thought like 300 to 500 kids would show up. 3,000 showed up. We spent like $1,500 that night just to keep getting candy, to have enough candy to give away. But when you get to give candy out with exotic cars, it's pretty neat. But I think bringing together wonderful jazz music, especially with so many from our young people here in our community, to partner that with exotic cars, and the Christian Television Network has approached us about doing a show on Mechanics on a Mission and Godspeed called Damascus Road, and they're supposed to be out that night filming. So for the car community, if you want to get your car potentially on TV, a lot of things can happen between now and then, but they're planning on being there filming both the JazzFest and the exotic cars and just some of the car giveaway and some of the things we do.
Yeah.
So should be a really, really exciting night.
And so that's on the Friday night of the event, right?
Yes. That's on May 1st.
May 1st, yeah, the Friday night, May 1st of JazzFest weekend. And again, that's at the Fountains. One more quick question, Brian, about you said you did it in this during the summer at the Fountains. Are you continuing to do the car shows in the summer this year?
Yeah, first Friday of every month. First
Friday. All right. Well, very good. Well, that's an event we need to make sure folks know about going on too. All right. Very good. JazzFest is the next time we have this opportunity to talk. We're going to be like
It'll
right
be
here
the
on it.
Week before. It'll be the week before, and I'll be talking about the art exhibit that's at Trellis and Vine for our Middle Tennessee students. So.
Okay, very good. Well, thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
Appreciate it.
This is my annual visit.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Brian, good to meet you.
Very nice to meet you, Brian.
And where can we find out more information about Godspeed and Mechanics on a Mission and all that?
GodspeedMission.com or mechanicsOnAmission.com or .org. Easy to visit our websites and check us out. We'd love for you to do that.
Boy, you made it very easy there, didn't we? Okay. Well, very good. Appreciate you both being here today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're going to take this time out and wrap up the show, as a matter of fact. So we want to thank you so very, very much for making us a part of your day. We'll be back here next week for more Rutherford Issues. For Tammy Sharp, Rutherford County School Board member, and also Brian Sweat. Brian Barrett saying, until next time, take care out there.